In a land where this story once took place, the sun would sometimes shine for days on end, then suddenly vanish, leaving behind a night that stretched on and on. And so, one day, the forest animals began to argue. Is the sun really necessary in the sky? Of course, the daytime creatures wanted the sun to shine forever, while the nocturnal hunters found it a nuisance. It made hunting harder. With a warm coat, who needs the sun? Remarked the fox. I don't like the light at all, mumbled the mole, pulling a maple leaf over his head. What are you saying? Squeaked the squirrel in alarm. Without the sun, nature would perish. Listening to all the bickering, the bear offered a solution. Let's play a game of odds and evens. Whoever wins gets the sun and decides what to do with it. After some discussion, they chose a coyote and an owl as referees. The gray coyote would watch over the daytime team, and the feathered owl would keep an eye on the night creatures. They gathered small stones for the game and hid them under their paws. 12 sticks were placed nearby for keeping score. They set everything out on a wide, flat stone, and the game began. Oh, how long the contest lasted! First, the sun-loving animals took their turn hiding the stones. They passed them so quickly and cleverly that victory seemed certain for the light lovers. But then, the mole from the night team guessed correctly. The stones were with the flycatcher and the hawk. Now it was the daytime team's turn to guess. Luck danced from one team to the other. It seemed the game would never end. The animals were so caught up in playing that they didn't notice the sun beginning to rise higher and higher. Tired of waiting, the sun yawned, peeked through the trees, stretched out its golden rays, and began to tickle the predators. The bear was the first to squint. He'd been sitting on a log for so long that his paws had gone numb. And now it was getting hot, so the poor fellow had to take off his shoes. The sun saw this, laughed joyfully, and started bouncing across the animals' noses and backs. The night team had no choice but to retreat from the blazing heat. The coyote was the first to leave the clearing. The mole stumbled after him. The owl flapped her wings in panic, dropping her stones as she fled. The bear rushed to follow his friends. In such a hurry, he put his right shoe on his left paw, and the left shoe on the right. Limping and wobbling, the poor guy bolted into the forest. Wait for me, he cried, shifting from one paw to the other. And from that day on, the big fellow walked just like that, which is why his friends began to call him Clumsy Paws.